Hello there. Welcome to doing something very different, which is us watching the Shynix Club official trailer, which dropped a few days ago, and I want to go through it frame by frame if necessary. Make a few theories and really watch it closely because I love that. I just I've been making a few gifs for the series lately, and like going into the frame by frame, you can see just how much love and devotion has gone into this fan series. And I am biased. I am a member of the cast, so take everything I say with a grain of salt, I guess. but like, oh my god, it took me to watch this to realize just how much work it is, and wow, let's get into it. If you want to watch it without me talking over it, then you'll just have to watch it on your own, because, I will be talking. Sorry. Let's make it a little quieter, I think. So we have this really... Wait, no, I need my space button. There you go, I'm a professional. That's alright. So first of all, beautiful night sky. Then these are very cloud apparent, or maybe like either it's low-hanging clouds over a forest, or this is a pink forest entirely, which these trees allude to. So either this is not a real forest, or a forest in a specific realm where it would be pink. And then here we have this kind of lake, swamp, maybe a swamp. Could be home to a nymph, from what we know of like Roccaluce, as a nymph infested. See? Sorry. It's a nymph infestation. She's not the guardian nymph, no. So sorry. But really nice particles. And Jenna's dress here, oh my god, it's so beautiful. I love that so much. I will say, like, the clothing design in this show, oh my god. Dare I say, Modern Wings Club couldn't. I'm sorry, that's kind of true. Nah, we're not here to shame the original. We are here to appreciate just what the fans can do. I love the change in lighting. I just love everything. And here, as somebody pointed out, these are heels. So the shape is very hard to see. Maybe if you up your brightness, you can see it a little better than I can. Actually, you can barely see anything. But we do have heels at the bottom, which is very interesting. Heels that are reminiscent of a Magic Wings fairy transformation. So, is this an actual fairy standing here? Because I don't think a nymph would be wearing, like, thick boot heels. Like, why should she? Living in the swamp. We do have a little bit of movement. Right. Let's look at this. See, first legs are like a little bent, so maybe like a relaxed posture where one leg is over there and one is straight downwards. And then she moves a little bit, and it seems to be, well, could be a he too, that we have like a long flowing coat going down, but definitely heels. That's very interesting. Ooh. And then this appears to be part of her too. So either that's like another flowing piece, or I don't know. I mean, she's surely not holding a scythe. That was my first thought. Yeah, this nymph is just there holding a scythe. That makes sense. She's out to do some farming soon. And then was the nymph, or the creepy shadow figure, a distraction for Jenna to fall for? Oh, was it a plan? Was it a red herring all along? Ah, love the underwater effect. And then, of course... Wait, actually. Who's that beside Jenna? Who's that on the floor? And what is she doing on the floor there? Huh? Because, I mean, surely these lockers are ones that you have to stand in front of to access them, so why? Did Jenna just, like, pass out mid-walking? I haven't noticed that person on the floor. What? Oh my god. Why is there a person there? What's going on? Oh my god. Huh. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly why I needed to watch through this. Cause like, what the hell? Wait, where are you crawling to, lady? And who is this? Maybe we'll see that sign again in a second.
Living in a world full of magic sounds like a dream.
Love this angle. I just love like all the different angles and the camera work that the director has been doing. It's so good. And the flying cars, the friggin' oh yeah, the build. I just love it.
You're left out.
Ah, you have like the single thing floating, the lights. That's so good. I know. I just such a cool, such a fun angle.
Being non-magical in such a world feels more like you're left out.
Okay, and then here in the background, nondescript shirt, I think, and bag. Part of the locker, so like some changing stuff. I do notice that Jenna is wearing a moon earring. And then, okay, so it's obviously not Zoe, or either of the... Are these Princess Club girls? Oh my god, I should know this stuff. I don't know, because we don't know where this is taking place. Obviously, these lockers would indicate that it's not Althea. So are these regular girls or fairies who will not be attending Althea? But then again, if they're already here as like regular assets, which I think they are, I don't know the first thing about this kind of animation. Then surely they've got to be Althea attendants, right? Right? Probably.
Give it back, Zoe.
Look at this. Let us know if it finally works.
Oh, Jenna. Okay, a little bit of Jenna magic. Maybe we can pause it. Oh, fancy. So Zoe does have the white boots. Sorry, let me just interrupt myself right there. Zoe does have white boots, but we don't see the girl in the red dress who was on the floor beside Jenna. Why was she on the floor beside Jenna? I just want to know.
She's only being so mean to you because you let her. You should defend yourself.
Thank you for everything.
You should defend yourself.
Ella, but who could have known that the magic was always
right here, like the graffiti in the street. I really like that. Just like a super random touch that like isn't there for anything, but it just gives a little more life to the background, you know? Like, oh, I love that. And then again, we have like an upward angle as these shadowy figures are flying up. Like, I am a sucker for this stuff, man. I'm a big sucker for this stuff. Okay, how many shadows do we have? 4, right? There's not anywhere else. And the outfits? That's a new Alice outfit, isn't it? I don't think... Do I know regular Alice's... Do you know regular Alice outfits? I don't know. Is this new? It might be. And I wish we got a better close-up of it. I love them flying like this. That's super cool. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I've seen that Alice outfit yet, but maybe I'm just like completely tripping. I don't know. I could be.
Or was living in ignorance not so bad after all?
I think I'm probably just tripping. Oh, I love this. The like creepy close in, and then the villains.
The time has come. At last, we will be free.
So wait. We have some horned villains, but not all villains have horns, right? So we have horns here, horns there, horns on the right, but then this Mr. Man, isn't that just an adequate descriptor? He does not have horns. Why does he not have horns? Why do they have horns? Are they like satyrs? Who else has horns? Like devils. I mean, I don't think we've ever seen a satyr or a devil in the Winx universe. But then again, you know, this isn't Winx. This is Shynix Club, so they could be. Okay, so here we have horns. If you audition for the show, you know what this ball is called, but that's too spoilery of a thing for me to say, so I'm not addressing that. But you would know the name of the ball.
At last, we will be free.
Yeah, here, Mr. Special Pants, no horns. Where are your horns, sir? Wait, what did you leave them at home?
Your struggles.
And here we have Kaylee, who I've been mispronouncing all this time. I called her Calais all this time. I'm so sorry, Kaylee. Here we have a hoodie, which you need to keep in mind because it will be important later on again. Actually, is this like a Christmas tree? I don't think that's what it is. That's just the first impression I got. That's all. But this keep this hoodie in mind. And then, okay, so you can distinguish them by their horns if you can't memorize the robes immediately. I didn't even need to notice that beforehand.
In vain. Who's going to help you now?
And then here we have Jen.
In vain.
Wait, is Jen the hornless one? Oh, beautiful frame to freeze that on. Poor Zoe. Okay, yeah, that's the light grey, right? Jin is our hornless friend. He's got like diamond earrings. Yeah, I gotta notice all these details here. Okay, where? I'm struggling to go frame by frame. Yeah, so you got like some downward looking diamond earrings, and then apparently runes across his face, which I wonder, are those permanent? Is that a tattoo? I just want to know. And Alice, honey, are you trying to get away? I'm sorry. I've seen them being a ship around a lot, among the fellow fans. And are you trying to get away, Alice? Like, be honest with yourself. So that's really cool. Yeah, but the camera doesn't pan up high enough for us to be able to see whether he is horned here or not. But I mean, I guess if he wasn't before, then he wouldn't be now. And then wait, that's a shield.
Who's going to help you now?
That is one of the specialist shields. I just love the specialist weapons. So I just wanted to point that out. Okay, then we have like a tiny shot of Jenna's magic. Looking really badass, I love that. And you have like these tiny shots which are so easy to miss, but that's what I'm here for. I'm just here to pause them all. On them all. And then like what is happening there? Oh, sorry. Went back so far because it's all happening so quickly. So like, wait, actually, let's down the volume a little. Isn't that like a different? Oh my god! No. Sorry, Lucy. Right. It's so different because she has the crown in her hair there. I thought for some reason the hairstyle was considerably different, but no. Okay. Yeah, so much happening. Gotta pause this frequently, oh my god. Okay, so some scenes we've seen before, from the edits. Not that we know the context yet. That one right there I noticed while making GIFs. And I gotta pause on that. Who is behind bars? Is it Jen behind bars or Alice behind bars? That's what I really want to know, because it's so easy to miss, so easy to friggin' go crass, pass up words, but like it's there and it's gone in a flash. Okay. Oh, look here we have we have a nice Jen side profile. You only get that here. Yeah, like. Okay, their side profile has gone in a flash again. But I don't know. Like, that's a relaxed head turn, right? So I assume it would be Alice who's the prisoner. But then again, like, where is this? I mean, these are either, like, they could be frozen trees or some kind of gems, some kind of underground cave. I mean, these bars look like the ones in Cloud Tower, right? The ones magically enchanted to keep people from breaking out. So it's certainly some kind of prison. We do have some kind of lamp over there. I hope you can't actually see my mouse, can you? Oh my god. What have I been doing all this time? But we do have a kind of lamp, and I don't know, maybe that's more of a hallway lamp. So then Alice is actually the free one, despite having been kidnapped. So, you know, maybe Alice is just on a completely different realm on a different planet, and somehow she managed to capture Jin. But she doesn't know how to get home, because I don't know if any magic Shynix transformation would ever, you know, carry you through the galaxy. I feel like you'd need one of the Red Fountain space shuttles for that. That's probably not good enough for interdimensional travels. Okay, a few more fighting scenes here, or fighting positions. And then it's not a coincidence that they disappeared at the same time. Is this referring? Yes, that's a word. Referring to Alice and Jin. Did nobody see Jin kidnap Alice? And that's why that came about? Or is this like just coincidentally put here despite not having anything to do with the situation? And then here, I mentioned this before, but what is up with the hoodie? Sorry, I just had to remember the hoodie, but what is up with the hoodie? Like, why? Like, okay, maybe Kayleigh's more of a shy fairy. That would kind of explain the hoodie, but hoodies aren't really things we typically see in the with the fashion here. Like, especially with the hood pulled up, you would think that it is meant to preserve her identity, right? To keep Kayleigh's identity secret, which could then potentially hint at Kayleigh being something like a princess, or a runaway from home, or possessing the power that the villains in the show need to get somewhere. Achieve something, that kind of thing. So then she, as the Fairy of Love, has to hide her identity. But then again, you know, if it's the Shynix Club running around, well, then if you see 6 members of the Shynix Club and they're one girl in a hood, then it could be Kayleigh, logically. So I don't know how far my logical reasoning is actually logical at this point. And then here, we have Jenna separated from her body as some kind of astral projection. Actually, I think that's a term from Witch. That's not even my Winx term. But I mean, Jenna is the Fairy of Dreams, so maybe that does tie into her being able to separate her spirit from her body in some way, shape, or form. Maybe that's some kind of incantation, some kind of hex that has been put on her. But I don't know. Like, maybe these are magical chains too. The background is very nondescript. Like, the first impression I got was that the object in the bag was like a big bin. So maybe this was like some kind of alleyway somewhere. Because, you know, with Jenna being passed out, she wouldn't be able to call for help anywhere. So whoever attacked her, imprisoned her, could have just put her in an alleyway. I don't know. I am grasping at straws a little bit. But you know, if it was Jenna's power to separate her spirit from her body, then would she really be begging herself to wake up? Like, she'd be in more control of it, right? But then again, at the start, she was talking about how it's tough not being as magical as everybody else, or not being magical in a magical world. So, like, her powers could be weak, could need strengthening as the show goes on, that kind of thing. So then maybe, no, I don't know where I'm going with this. Maybe something. Also, I just love that everybody's just wearing such fancy earrings. Also, Lucy's choker, I think that accessory is called, is very reminiscent of Amber's. And I don't know anything about physics, but is gold conducive to electricity? Like, could that be something that works well with Lucy's powers? Could it therefore be something made by Amber, who is the Fairy of Gold? Like, does that all tie in together? I don't know. I'd like to know, though. Or maybe it's just a fashion accessory, you know. This, I'm so curious about, because the first time I saw this with, like, the wind blowing, I figured that it would be on some kind of spacecraft. But the crown is so interesting here. Or, like, what is that? Is that a crown? That's strange. Because that was what I thought at first, was that it was a crown. But that kind of looks like some kind of enchantment as well. Oddly enough, so I'm at 202. It kind of reminds me of the symbol on this girl's chest. But I'm sure that's a coincidence, right? Unless, you know, she is the fairy of mind control. Again with the gold choker, though. So, you know, either this is a coincidence, or it is not. Everybody who Amber has, like, really dark secrets on, they just get the gold choker. That's how it goes. But yeah. I don't know, it's just, like, very vaguely reminiscent, and this part is totally different. Sorry, you can't see my mouse, I forget that again. But I'm just so interested in this, and yeah, right, so because of the wind, I had the impression that this was some kind of vehicle which was flying away, but it could theoretically be part of a tower too. Be part of a tower? It could just be a tower or like a balcony high up, potentially in some kind of castle, which would then maybe hint at Jenna being a princess, but who knows? This shot, I just love. I just love seeing the girls together. I just love that. Also, noticeably, no Davina there yet. This shot is from Harsh Training, I think. Again, these backgrounds are super interesting, like some kind of KV something. Like, this forest could be the one next to Althea, could be totally different too. Here we don't have anything to work with, really. Then, again, the forest, training ground, whatever. One of the dorm rooms. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to see the show and, like, oh, the nostalgia, man. The nostalgia. And then this is really interesting. So this definitely looks like some kind of royal palace. But you can see the Shynix girls being in their regular outfits, right? And the specialists being in their usual specialist outfits. So, like, how does that work? Like, this can't be, like, a special outing, else they'd be in ball gowns and the specialists and whatever specialists wear. I don't actually remember. But, like, you have the marble columns, the columns, who knows if they're marble. You have them strangely overgrown. And then you have pieces of the staircase missing too. But generally, it does still seem to be very sparkly. So, like, either this is like a place that the owners can't afford the upkeep of anymore, while also being some kind of wizard or fairy of nature with those vines coming in. Or it's something totally different. Like, I don't know. I'm really intrigued by this set piece. But, you know, since they're in their casual outfits, they can't be going to meet some... Well, no. They could be going to meet some kind of king. They wouldn't necessarily get changed up for that. But interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, and then this is an Althea. Surely. Nah, man, I swear, like Alice's voice. I love it so much. It's like such a nice deep tone. I'm such a big fan. You have no idea. You have no idea. Whoa. What was that red thing outside the window there, actually? I only just picked up on that. Is that a dragon outside? Because you know, like, the red at the back of it, that could easily be a red fountain dragon. Or it could be like a column of the great dragon, you know, the one with the dragon flame, the creator of the universe, yada yada. Oh. I'm putting a lot of emphasis on this one single slightly curved shape. But, you know, I think that's a dragon. It could also just be a mirror, you know. But then it's a mirrored view of a dragon. I just love dragons. Can you tell? Alright. This looks pre-mission. Like the Lucy's serious expression. Again, she's wearing so much gold. Like, it must be conducive to electricity. Or Amber has all the secrets on her. I just stop with the stupid theories, I swear. yeah, that was a line. Let's not dwell on it. Let's go! Oh my god. I feel like that would need a redo. Let's go! No. Okay, I'll stop making fun of myself. I love seeing them. Like a cut together transformation sequence, like, oh, that makes me so happy to see. Like, look how good this is. And okay, we got a lot happening here. And just like the different sparkles for... Oh, glad we came back to that. Let's go. Oh no. I'm losing it. Actually... Tissue. There you go. That might be a little bit sentimental, you see that? Let's go. Just a little bit. But like, yeah, you have the different sparkles for everything. That's so nice. I just love seeing all these transformation sequences. They're so dynamic. I love them. Yeah, you just can't pause this enough, honestly. And like everybody coming in together before fighting again. Yeah, okay, that was a sentence. But again, I would like to point out Davina nowhere to be seen, which is interesting. Davina's just taking a holiday, guys. Oh, they all look so cocky. That's cool. Okay, do we have anything to go off of here with the background? Not really. Shame. Okay, so this could be like Earth, right? It looks quite industrial, but maybe it's just also not finished. This is the trailer, not the finished show. Oh, it's one condescending look by Jenna. Ooh. Alice being in a Red Fountain space shuttle spacecraft here. Very interesting. I want to know about that so badly. Like, is she leaving somebody behind? Is she asking Jin to join them? Oh, imagine. He's reaching a hand out, being like, Jin, come on, join us, please. I love you. You know, that doesn't sound much like Alice. Jin, come on, please, join us. I love you. Okay, that's... No, that doesn't sound like her either. I'm a voice actor, did you know? But that would be so dramatic. I would love that. I would write a fin fiction? A Jin fiction. I would write a Jin fiction about that if it was the case. Oh man. Okay. A bunch of this is from Harsh Training, right? I'm not sure. This is new. Ooh, love seeing the effects. Little pistol attack. Also, this I want to know about so badly. So, like, Alice is the fairy of snow. So, who on earth put her in ice or glass? I mean, the sound effect makes it sound more like glass. But I wouldn't, like, completely pinpoint things down to the accuracy of that sound effect. Like, who puts the fairy of snow in ice? Or glass, if it is glass. Like, I'm very curious about that. Also, like, it is a little bit reminiscent of Icy breaking out of her ice... the encasement. I don't know. In the Omega dimension. And the background does kind of look cavey a little bit. A little bit icy. Yeah, well, you know, I couldn't help using that word. But like... Did Alice get sent to the Omega dimension for a love affair with Jin? I need to stop taking this angle, I'm so sorry. But, oh my god. Oh my god, if he's like really bad, would they send her to the Omega dimension for that? Surely not, right? But what if Alice is like hiding some dark secrets and like some terrible backstory of her being of like a terrible kingdom that was in cahoots with the ancestral witches or something? Like, then it could be justified. Maybe she'll just, you know, start hanging out with Icy. She'll just say, Shynix Club, nah. And beyond that, I'm a gin girl now and I hang out with Icy. I don't know. I am spitballing complete nonsense at this point. And this, with like the Althea model and like how dynamic this is with them flying in. I love that. Here, I mentioned this before, but the gold choker. And you know the those armbands, I guess? I think Lucy has those too. So, you know. I mean, to be fair, maybe Amber just sets the fashion standard here. Maybe that's what it is. Like, once Amber does it, they all do it, sort of thing. But I don't know. It's an interesting detail to me. I just love the shot of them all coming in with the suitcases. It's really cool. And pay attention to Zoe. she's got a few things too many to carry. I just love that kind of little detail in the background. Like her eyes going wide, being like, oh, whoops. Like, you already have so much to focus on in the scene, but then you do have like the little background details. It's like gone in such a flash if you don't pause on every frame, which is why I'm doing at this point 33-minute video on it. Davina! There she is! She's not wearing a gold choker, you know? Just pointing that out. She's not under Amber's influence, despite hanging out with the Princess Club. I love Amber's design though. It's so cool. I don't know, like a fairy form too. Oh, that was very feral. Very passionate. Now, I just love the purple and the gold. And this, I'm so curious about. So, is she laying in some kind of lake? Or like low rise water? Is that even a descriptor of anything? Or is this just mist? Because my first impression was that she is like laying in a very shallow body of water, but I think it's like on a stone, but just covered in mist. But it's very interesting either way. Like, where is she? What's going on? And look at that fairy outfit. That's so cool. Or fairy form. Both work, I guess. Like, I don't know. Amber has such a cool design. I love her. And even in her fairy form, you can see the gold choker. It is omnipresent. I tell you that the villains will want to steal that choker. and everybody else is an enchanted to, I don't know, mind control everybody. Yeah. That is such an aggressive look by Jenna. I don't know her name yet. I gotta learn better, I'm sorry. Oh, then we have Thea. 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 That's all I'm gonna say. And the Fairy of Gems? What would that be? That's what I'd like to know. Yeah, these designs are so cool. Like, I love the Princess Club designs. And the fact that there is a rival club, like, that's just so fun. Sorry, I'm just presuming that you know, like, everything I do. Yeah, unlucky if you don't, but I hope you're enjoying the video anyway. And then we have Alice just very quickly reacting with some snow. That's so cool. I just love that sort of dynamic stuff. And then this is Gold Choker. Another Gold Choker. Choker. Yeah, we've seen that. That's such a cool fairy form too. We've seen some of those little voice lines for the shorts, for the edits on TikTok. So which were viewed like excessively much. Wow. Oh. Oh, I love that. Kaylee's. Am I saying it right this time? Yeah, Kaylee's wings are just so round and innocent looking. You know, the design speaks for her. It just is that dirt? Is she just stuck in dirt? Is that like somebody's power? Just earth, mud. That's perfect against the fashion queen. Oh, Davina as an enemy, but I think that's part of the harsh training. Yeah, I think that's from the harsh training episode. So this is Davina pretending to be a villain, but maybe she was a villain inside along. And these outfits, I just want to know more about. Like, this is so cool. And it suits them so well. I love these kind of uniform outfits. When it's not on the specialists, because with the specialists I'm kind of tired of seeing the same ones all over. Which isn't a criticism to Shynix Club, that's some other series' fault. And like, oh, the Princess Club looks so good here too. And then, is that her using a spell? Or is that her just like trying to hit her? And what is that object? Is that like a specialist weapon? Are they undergoing some kind of specialist training? I don't know, that could either be a spell or it could be a punch. I'm not sure. Because there we do have Jenna grabbing her wrist after, right? Yeah, she grabs her wrist like shortly after. So maybe it is some kind of physical training too. That braid on Alice looks so cool. I just love when they're being so active. Like, oh, those dynamic shots. Like, putting in all that extra effort to make this look cool. That's just great. I love it. Oh, there's the object on a pedestal again. And like this kind of stuff, like that combination of this kind of animation with 3D objects, so cool. Love how everybody's got the high ponytail here. Again, no Davina though. I wonder, like, will Davina just not be there for like so much of the series? Where is Davina? Oh, the gold choker must have gotten to her. That's such a cool entrance. Such a cool thing to say. Such a cool entrance. Love it. And, okay, so we have an axe on the left, right? That's gotta be an axe. That's super cool. And a bow? Don't think we've seen either of those kind of weapons. And then... I don't know what that is in the middle. Like, it could be some kind of lance? Some kind of spear? Or it could be, like, a very futuristic type of longsword. I don't know. But either way, we know what some of these specialists have as like their signature colours now, which is good. And I like that shard. Oh, that was well, I should have re-recorded that one too. Oh, let's appreciate listening to the specialists since they haven't had many lines yet. That was so cool. I love these. Yeah, that's like an axe, or what's that called? Like a hellebard? Hellbard. I don't know. Oh, Zoe blushing. I love his astronaut kind of looking shirt. That's so cool. Okay, who's Jenna riding away with? Is that Ash? No, we just don't know. Actually, wait, no, he does have the red button, so that's Hellebard guy. Who's Hellebard guy again? You know, that is Ash. Right? Right, who's Ash? Oh my god. No, that's Ash. I'm just kidding. I don't know who Luke is though. I haven't got the names memorized. I'm a terrible theory maker. Is Luke the one in the right? I mean, Kai's the middle one. I remember his design best. The scar. No, that's Ash. But then who's... Oh my god. No, those are two people. Okay. I'm sorry. Was that Devon? Oh my god, I need to stop. Alright, plenty of hooks. That's I think that's Marco. Yeah, that's Marco. Right, that's Marco. And I need to learn them. Okay, that was Marco, this is Devon. Yeah, I think that right there was Ash then. No, wait, or... Oh my god, I'm just confusing myself at this point. Was that a Fruity Music Bar scene? Okay, first of all, we have a new Kaylee outfit here. If I can pause it right. That's a new Kaylee outfit, right? I like it. Okay. Very nondescript backgrounds. Bummer. Yeah, this could be the Fruity Music Bar, right? I feel like I've seen some editors' screenshots of the Fruity Music Bar, so I might be confusing it as that, but I'm not sure. It's cool to have the seaside in the background. And this scene is just so nice. I love the pajama outfits. Oh, and then we have a little bit of a pillow fight right there. Yeah. Look at that Zoe pajama outfit, that's so cool. And Jenna's too. Oh, I love seeing them have fun. Wait, sorry. Everything's happening so fast. No, these are... Okay, so that's Kaylee's regular outfit. Sorry, I just wasn't familiar with it in that case. And then here, more pajama stuff and snacks. Let's go. Here, Davina's part of the club. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's it. Okay. Again, nondescript background. I wish I could pinpoint exactly the coordinates of where this is, but I can't. I'm sorry. I'm a terrible fan. Okay, well, that is an Althea hallway, I can tell you that much. I wonder, like, Althea and Bella. Yes, Alice and Bella are big, great friends. I'm a Rory Alice fan. That's so up my alley. It doesn't matter, but you know, it's very much up my alley. I like how apologetic Jenna looks here. I wonder what they did or what they've done. And then Kaylee, not only in the hoodie, but with sunglasses. But Jenna's leaning over like she's questioning it, and Alice looks like she's about to laugh at it. So, like, then maybe it's not a serious disguise. Maybe this is just Kaylee's career as a rapper. Or maybe Or maybe she fired a love spell at somebody, and now some person is in love with her, accidentally, without her actual intention of them falling in love with her, and therefore she's going incognito so they can't notice her. Maybe that's what it is. Actually, that'd be fun too. I can't decide what my favourite theories are, honestly. Okay, that looks like Jenna was about to laugh there. So, yeah. Maybe it's probably not as serious as I initially thought. Moonlit scene. Some kind of kiss here. Maybe. Probably something to interrupt it. Yeah, no, that's Ash. But then who's the other guy? Now I just need to know the names. Here, more pajama outfits. Love these so much. They look so cool. And like Alice's sleep mask thing. So good. So good. Okay. In the cafeteria, everyone's really pissed at Amber. even her fan in the background, or friend, whichever one applies more. Seems a little questioning of this. Love the outfits. Love the winter outfits. If that is Ash, yeah, no, that is who I have confirmation for being Ash. But where is this? Like, why are they in close proximity? Like, is it just because it's like a cave and it's cold? Or is it that they're in prison in a cave? Imprisoned in a cave, to speak English properly. Also, the shape on Ash's the clothing item. I don't know which one that is. I don't know fashion. Kind of reminiscent of Jenna's crown thing rune hanging over her head. And you know who else has runes? Jin on his face. And that one, maybe Princess Girl, Princess Club Girl at the start. I'm seeing these shapes everywhere. I'm sorry. Lots of studying to be done. I love seeing them in the library. Super cool. So he's tired of it all. Okay, that's from the Christmas episode, I think. And Zoe looks very... Oh, Kaya looks just as upset or shocked. Maybe they just did a crime together. These look like hardened criminals, Your Honor. They just... What would they have done? Theft? Yeah, they're thieves. I don't know. Oh, that was conspiratorial? Is that a word? Maybe it is. Let's make it a word. Okay. Jenna in need of comfort. Okay, that's a horned one, so not Jin. I don't know the names of the other ones by heart yet either. Rael was one of them, wasn't it? Oh. Oh, look at Zoe's self-satisfied smirk. Yes, she does believe in herself. Jenna's like a little bit more doubtful. Lucy's confident and Zoe's just in love with herself. I will say Kaylee looks so like grown up because of the lipstick. Like, she looks like the oldest of the group. I wonder what the actual ages of the group are. Oh, that was one person speaking. Sorry. Ah, I love that. Oh, is that... No, that's just Kaylee's full outfit, which I've somehow just never picked up on so far. No, I keep thinking it's new. And then the alarm clock. Like, what's the alarm clock for? I'd love to know. I'd really love to know. Oh, that's suddenly much louder. Right, I'm just gonna mute it. Oh, sorry. So these are new scenes, aren't they? So let's just watch that carefully as well, because we can't miss out on anything here. Yeah, so I don't think we've seen this yet. This is them reacting to something coming in from the left. And then here we have more of the... Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah. Spooky. Here we have more of the pajama outfits. Which is really interesting. I love them. Okay, we've seen that. After the locker scene. Okay, this we haven't seen. Okay, so he's full pajamas. Bella's full pajamas. They really love their stuffed teddy bears. Oh, Kaylee's are so sweet too. Yeah, we only saw a glimpse of that before. Okay, harsh training. Christmas, Christmas. Okay. We've seen all of this. Okay, no, that was it. That was it. Okay, that's fair. That is fair. Right, wow. 50 minutes, huh? 50 minutes of talking about the trailer, which is... how long? 4 minutes, 58 seconds. I think that's justified. I hope you enjoyed this Shynix Club podcast, because I really enjoyed it. So, it'd be a bummer if you didn't. Right, thank you so much for joining me for this lovely podcast thing. I should have checked the audio quality before recording this. Let's hope it didn't mess up. Thanks, and bye! Enjoy the show once it releases. By the time I'm done editing this, if I will, in the first place, it'll probably be released already. Because it took a while. Okay, bye bye!